Hi, so let's look at today's level 9 Killer Sudoku on DailyKillerSudoku.com for July 12th, 2021. So we'll look for some of the obvious things first, obviously. Down here we're going to have a balance of 12, which gives us an 8 over here. And on the opposite side, we're going to have a 10 here. So it means there's always going to be a 5 in the 25 cage. This will be 11. These guys added up here before 34, so this is going to be a 9 between here and here. So this being a 12 cage, if it's a 9, I mean it can't be a 9, so it can't be 3, 9. If it's 5, 7, we break the 22 cage because a 22 can only be made with 5, 8, or 6, 7, and 5, 7 breaks those. So this has to be 4, 8, which makes the 11 cage 2, 5, 6, 9. And then this is 6, 7 because we can't be 5, 8. So our balance in this column will be 1, 2, 3, 5. So this will be 6, 7, or 3, 5. The 9 cage is somewhat limited. So it's 4, 5, 6, 7, or 8. So here we have 24, 35, 42. So with that being a 42, if this value is a 6, then we're at 48. So this will be a 1, 2. If it's 7, it'll be 1, 3. And if it's 9, it'll be 1, 5 or 2, 4. So that limits this down to 9, 8, 7, 6. And now, if we look at this, if we put a 7 in the 8 cage, making this 7, 1, then the 7 gets forced here, but that makes this 1, 3, so that's going to break. And if we do 6, 2, the 6 will be forced here, and this will be 1, 2, and that'll break. So this can never be 6, 7, so this has to be a 3, 5. So that's going to limit our 9 cage down to a 1, 2, and a 7, 8. The 7, again, will be a limiting value because that'll force this to be a 7, and this will be a 1, 3, but we can't because we break here. So this has to be a 2, 4, which gives us a 7, 9 here. And that also means that this can't be a 7. So our 7 will be one of these values. This will have to be an 8. And now we have a 10 cage. The only way we can do this will be 4, 6, or 1, 9. So this will have to be a 1. The 13 cage is now going to be 4, 9, or 6, 7. We'll always have a 2 in the 15 cage, which makes this 1, 6, 3, 4. We have to have an 8 in column 2 in box 1. So if we look at the 8 in this cage, if we do 8, it's going to be 8, 1, 3. So it's either 8, 1, 3 here or 8, 1, 3 here. So if this is 8, 3, this will have to be a 1. Which makes this 4, 6, which makes this 2, 9, which makes this a 6. So now we have a 3 here and a 2 here, which makes this 1, 6, but that's going to break. So we can never have an 8 in this cage. So that's good to know. Oh, and now we're forced to have a 2, 5 here, which means this has to be a 4, and this has to be a 7, which makes this a 9, because the only way to use the 4 is with a 2-4 combo, which we already talked about earlier. So this is 1 9 here. This would be 4 6. Down here we have 3 7 and 1 9 somehow. Our 4 can't be here, which means this can't be 3, and we can't have a 1 here, which means this can't be a 6. And once again, we have a 4 7 or 4 9 6 7 in here, but that actually creates a 4 6 double, which means that none of these other cages can be a 4 or 6. Maybe that'll be interesting. So now we don't have a 2 here. So this was an 8 balance. So if this is 5 6, this is 2 3 or 1 7. If this value is 1 7, then the 12th cage gets limited down to a 3 4 5 because we don't have a 1 or a 2, which forces this to be 6 8, which makes this 4 8. And once again, this was 1 7. This would have to be 2 9. And now so 3 4 5. What does that mean? Okay, so we're gonna have a 3 here, which will force one of these to be a 3 7. So it's either 3 7 here or 3 7 here. So if this is 4 5, all right, this is going to have to be a 6, so this will have to be 4 5. Or will it? So 4 5. What do we say here? So this was 6 8 4 8. So this is 4 5 6. And this has to be 4 5. So this is 6. And either, I guess it has to be 1 9. Yeah, so if this is, we'll have to have a 1 9, oh I'm sorry, a 3 7 and a 2 8 here. So we've already established that the 8s are gone. So yeah, so that actually breaks, because now where do we put an 8 in this box? Yeah, I think we're just broken there, right? So if this is 1 7, this is 2 9, this is 5 6, or 5 6 8, 4 8, and this is 3 4 5. So we know we have to have a 5 here. And then we have a 2 3 4 somewhere, and then we have the 1 9. So because we have a 2 3 4, so once again, because we have 2 3 and 4 down here, this has to be 1 9. And then where are we putting the 8? We can't put the 8 anywhere because there's no place for it. So yeah, and actually, right, we would need an 8 down here, but we'd also need a 1 9 down here. And you can't have both. If this is 5 2, it would have to be 819. But then we have no place to put a 4-6. Yeah, so this just breaks. So we can't have a 2-9 or a 1-7 here. So now we have a 5-6 pair. So that means 5-6 will have to be down in this bottom row. We'll always have to have a 1 in the 12 cage. And then this 11 will be, could be 2-9 still. So if this is 2-9, then this forces this. So yeah, we have to have a 2 in here. So this is either 2-9 or this is 2-6. If this is 2-9, this is 3-5. But now, if this is 3-5, this is an 8 balance, so this would have to be 9, which it can't be. So that means that this has to be a 3-4. And then we have to have a 9 in the 13 cage or down here. So, oh, and if this, yeah, let's see. So if this is 3-4, we have to have a 5 here with a balance of 12. So it would have to be 4-8. So it'd have to be 4 and 8 here. Oh, and this has to be 6-7. So our 9 has to go here, right? So if this is 3-4, this has to be 6-7 because there's no place to put a 4-9. And then if this is a 9, we have to have 1-3, but we have a 3-6 here. So 2-9 breaks us. So this has to be a 2. Yeah, so that literally just breaks us. So here we can't have, this has to be 3-7 because we can't have 1-9, 2-8, or 4-6. So this is 3-7. Here we have 3-8 or 4-7. And then down here we also have the same. So it'll be 3-8, 4-7 here as well. We have a 4-8 double here. So that actually forces this to be a 1. So this is a 1-9 now. And then that forces a 9 in the column 2 in one of these two boxes, which makes this a 6-7 and this a 4-9. And then this is going to be forced to be a 9. So here we can't have 1-8, we can't have 4-5. So this is 3-6 or 2-7. So now we have a 3-7 pair here. So this can't be a 3. So this can't be a 4. Oh, and then down here, so now what are we dealing with on the bottom row? Has to be a 2-8, right? So and the 8 has to be where? Oh, it could be here. Yeah, so we don't know yet. So 5, 6, 8, and we're missing a 4 here as well. So 2, 4, 5, 6, 8. So here we have a 2, 4, 8. This 9 forces us to be a 1, 3, 7. So our 9 is down here, obviously. Probably missing something obvious, but what can you do? So if this is a 9, what happens? So, oh, we also have to have a 1. So this is going to have to be a 1-9. So if this is 9, this is 1. This would have to be a 4, but it can't be. So this can't be a 9. it always has to be a 1 because our 1s are here and here. And the 19 square can't have a 9 or 1, so that 1 has to be in here. And now this has to be 5, 8 because 6, 7 would break and 4, 9 is not possible. So now we have a 7 somewhere here. We also have to have a 2. This will always be an 8, which makes this always a 3. Oh, which, come on, makes this a 2, 7. So this has to be a 2. So this is always a 3, 8. I could have got rid of that 1 earlier, but yeah. But what can you do? So here we have 5, 8, 5, 8. Obviously, if it's 7, it can never be an 8. So we're probably X-winging this 7s here. Because 7 plus 8 here would be 15. This would be a 2. And then this would be a 5. Because this, once again, is a 7. So if that's, if this is 7, 8, this would have to be a 2, this would have to be a 5. But now we break because our 5 has to go here. So it can't be 7, 8. So now for 7, 5 here, then it's a 1. Because we have to have a 5 in one of them and an 8 in the other. So yeah, so this is going to have to be 5, 8, 7. Because that's just the only way that it could go. And now we have an 8 and a 3. And a 6. Because once again, this is a 7 square. So this will be a 2. Always be a 9 here. 7. So this is 3, 7. What do we have here? A 5. 4, 6, and what are we left with? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 4. Oh, sorry, 3, 8, 4, 5, 7, 6. Yeah, so just had to fill in those last few things. But that was pretty much it. So hopefully you learned something from this, and we'll see you in the next puzzle. Thanks.